Welcome to the channel. This is the first part in a series where we are going to be looking at Empyrion 1.8 update, which was released on the 15th of June 2022. Now, the changes that were introduced to this update weren't significant, but there are substantial changes to the start of the game and the main mission. Now, I've done a separate video where I covered all the 4 starts, but I'm really curious to see how the mission develops, especially as the fact that the 4 starting planets are actually now moons in close proximity, meaning that you don't need to walk between them. And I'm going to be very interested to see whether the mission takes you to all 4 planets. Now, originally I was going to do a Kua, but I kind of think it might be a little bit too easy. And Spange is doing Skillion. So then I considered Maspron, and if any of you follow my channel, you'd be aware that I'm not a big fan of the Swamp Planet, mainly because it's so murky. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing Ningus, which is the cold start, which I think could be quite interesting. I think somebody actually posted a comment saying that of the 4 starts, Ningus is the most tricky. And so this is what we're going to go for, guys. And first things first, we're just going to call it cold starts 1.8, not 0.9, 0.8. We'll just go there. I'm just going to whack a random seed. Just hit it twice, set that. I mean, I don't think the seed actually affects the starting position too much, but we'll find out. Difficulty setting, I think we'll leave everything normal, normal, normal. I think we'll probably have the deposit set to plenty so that we got enough to get off the planet relatively quickly. We'll leave the amount in the deposits normal. The auto miner on true, because if any of you follow my channel, you know that I don't tend to use auto miners, simply because well, 2 reasons. One is I'm fairly nomadic in my place. I don't normally stay around long enough to get a benefit from an auto miner. Plus, the other one is I just forget where I left them. Invariably, I end up leaving planets with auto miners full of resources. I think enemy-wise, we'll leave the difficulty on medium. Maybe we'll have a few more drones. Base attacks on higher. Generally, I don't build bases, so that should be okay. I think constructor craft speed normal, blueprint speed normal, blueprint speed spawn limit. I don't think these are particularly relevant now, because what these do is impose limits on where you can place things. I think this one limits the number of weapons and stuff you can put on the ship, but that's actually now limited by check volume and CPU points, because if you've got CPU points enabled, that puts a constraint on the vehicles that you're going to be doing anyway. So we'll just do that. For some reason we flip back to Ningus. Aku, back to Ningus. Means that now all the starting moons are small now. You don't get a choice. It's type, snow, planetary, difficulty, easy, gravity, half gravity. Temperature range is going to be the one that's going to be fun, even though I think we do start with a suit. No radiation, atmospheric. The atmosphere is breathable, which is good. And we've got resources: carbon, iron, copper, silicon, and cobalt. Now, carbon is a new resource with the 1.0 update. It's called carbon bearing rock, which actually gives us carbon substrate. And I think that is quite important, because the portable constructor, in fact, most of the early equipment is actually constructed from carbon rather than the good old iron. And I think that is about it. It says the moon of former splendor, wedged between the ice and starvation, between fauna and flora. Know what to do to survive. No tutorial support suitable for advanced players. So here we go. Here we are. We are crashing to the ground. Now we can't steer the ship anymore. We just need to let it go down and smack into the ground like that. So here we are. Okay. What we got to do is pick up our kit straight away. Now, of course, our biggest enemy from the get-go is staying warm, so we're gonna have to look for buds. Got here, we got a PDA to sort this out. Put the tent up there, scanner there. We don't really need the torch because we've actually got a suit. Take the helmet off because we don't. I don't think it makes that much difference. And what we got to do first things is pick up all the buds in the area. Here. Get going. Some more up there. Because what we need to do is punch out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Any more buds around here? Because we're going to need these drinks to stay warm. In fact, there's some buds around the top there. It looks like they've been a bit generous. Okay.
Commander, I am tracking a faint electromagnetic signal not far away. We should investigate, as it might be another escape pod or even a trace of the fleet.
Must admit, I don't really like this big empty panel in the center just for an audio file. Okay, mark it on the... I suppose we better just get around the edge here and pick up buds. Of course, everything you pick up is something that contributes towards your XP. Sorry, brain faded a little bit. Okay, we've got a flora token. This is what I'm looking for, is some carbon. You can see we've got some carbon substrate. Just want to try and clear all this area as much as possible. Get the corn dogs, or plant protein as they're now called. We can get some herbal leaves. Just grab these. Cover the whole area here. I think the temperature gets a bit warmer when you're actually down in there. One of the problems with the cold start is actually spotting the corn dogs in amongst all the white, because they're not, they don't stand out against the terrain like they do in other ones. Right, I think we can just get these over here. Oops, natural stimulant, that should be useful. Because we got to get to the convoy, which is, okay, we've got another token. Those tokens, I think we can, right, let me just here, right, we need, next thing we need is, we'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 7 doesn't make any difference. If you can always overload the interface, because the game won't make something unless you've got the resources for it, whether you like it or not, no matter how industriously you try and convince it otherwise. Right. I think we're heading convoys in that direction. So just keep snagging everything we can. One thing I haven't picked up yet is not any plant fiber. It's a bit of a cause for concern. I think we're eat the. Here we go. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that should do us for the food point of view. Right, let's just start. Oh, nearly missed that one. We'll just. So I just want to clear out this whole area, if possible. Right, we've now reached level 3. I think level 3 was the unlock. Oh no. We've got a portable heater, a portable thing. I think I'd like the portable heater first, and then we'll make the what we call it, the keep going off in the wrong direction. So let's just get going in this direction. Get back to the some substrate on the way through. We got, I think this is iron, is it? Iron bearing rock. Because of course the 1.8 update added to the new thing. Actually, let's put the jetpack up. We've got a jetpack, we might as well use it. Buds. All of those. Having as many of these buds as we can on the way through. Now, if I remember correctly, there aren't that much in the way of hostiles. But Ningus used to have a patrol vessel. I don't know whether the patrol vessels are a feature now of the starts compared to like they were before. Anyway, we just grab you. One thing I do like is the fact that we've got the red circles round the outside, which gives you an indication of where we are. Let's just see if this is finished. Just check the rim line here. Some more carbon substrate here. Some more buds over there as well. Take those. Carbon substrate. Grab that. Or carbon substrate here. How are we doing temperature wise? Let's get back in the direction. Convoy. Gotta keep an eye on. Okay, well, we're doing fine. Okay, another 1, 2, 3, 5. Right, I think we've probably got enough now to kind of leg it this way. One thing I do want to check is the herbal leaves, because I don't think herbal... they don't give health anymore. They fix thermal burn and indigestion, but we don't get health from these. We get a little bit of food from the buds, but we don't really want to eat those. I still haven't seen any plant fiber though, but there's, which is a bit of an issue. But what we could, no, it's not defense mode anymore. Let's see if we can get some trees, because we can make plant fiber from trees. I wouldn't mind a few more bandages, and of course I haven't really thrown out a scan as well. Right, there's some little doggy things there. But it's possible actually I'm not seeing the plant fiber because it's not showing up, because it's white flowers against the background. Now, I do know is that what we've got up here, we got the convoy which we can use, but the last two times, last time I arrived here, we had there's two of these ice golems hanging around. It's a little bit of an unwelcome. Certainly gonna have to work on a shotgun to be able to defend ourselves. Good thing about an ice golem is that we've got a chance of getting some rare resources. Got level 4. What do we get there? Got 1 promethium, a couple of cobalt. Haha. Here we go. Get. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Have to be a bit careful because we haven't got anything yet to increase our health beyond bandages. There's the guy there. Hello. Attract his attention if we can get him out in the open. Luckily, ice golems don't move very quick. In fact, any of the golems don't move very quick. But one thing I will say is if you're starting on Maspron with those mosquitoes, make sure there's none around when you take on something like this. Because one good swipe and you're dead. The other good thing about killing these guys is that we're going to get a nice big wodge of resources. Now, I think we've got to kind of look. Right, we discovered the obelisk. Hello. There's 3 of them. I'm glad I didn't. The only main concern is whether there's a regular spawn point for ice golems here. It means that every time we come back, we may have to deal with them. But as long as there's only one of them, we can. Got him. We've now reached level 5. Pretty good. Right, I think what I need to do is offload because I'm probably. Can we? It'd be really great if we could. For the inside of a POI. But we're gonna have to try and okay, we're gonna have to put it oops. We'll put that in there. Want some got quite a lot of we might do 2 lots of plant fiber. I would like a second portable constructor so that we can go mobile. We don't need the torch, and we got these explorer tokens that are worth 1,000. I don't know if anything else we can do with them. Okay, we just put that and that in there as well. Can we now get in a bit of radiation? Nope. Okay. Right, we got some electronics. We just need a multi-tool. That would be a very nice game. Oh. Got a laser upgrade kit. We're getting some useful stuff. Oh. Wow. Because of course we got lower gravity on this planet. So Sathium plates, not exactly something that I'm going to need just at the moment. Who sets the Sathium plates? Another vault box here. Got a token. I think it might be the token that actually. Okay, all members of the expedition report to responsible base commanders. Maximum alert level applies. Okay. Right, we can now. Got an assault rifle. We've got no ammunition. Okay, let's move everything across a bit. I must admit, my preferred weapon for starting is actually. Let me just see how effective the heat generator thingy is. Yeah, so we're looking good. Shove that, shove this in here. Got no idea whether we need to take this token around with us. So I think I'll hang on to it just for the moment. Some explosives, that'd be quite nice. Right, we need to do some unlocking now. Weapons. We got assault rifle, but we got to unlock this to unlock the ammunition. So we've now got that there. We don't need light armor. Survival multi-tool would be really nice as well. Don't feel the need for anything else. Just worry about building a ship I'll talk about that in a little while, but first things first, we've got what we got most of, nitrous cellulose. I want to hook some of those out so that we can make bandages. We can probably, let me just see, we can make a multi-tool. We don't really need a multi-tool just at the moment. I'm quite happy with the convoy the way it is. Where we've got a assault rifle. I still like the shotgun for close-up work. We got a tiny little bit. If we make about 100 rounds of that and 60 rounds of we swap this round now, move everything across. Just gonna have a little scope round the local area, see what we can find, maybe cut a couple of trees down to get some more cellulose. Actually, what I do need is what we got. Just get one of those bandages, because I do like my health to be fairly high, because that ensures that we stay alive. Still not seeing any. Oh, I actually found some plant fiber. Little clump of it here, but I think we'll take a tree down just to be a bit quicker. There's 6 more logs, in fact. I think we'll just go a little bit further afield just to see what's around. I've got to be a little bit careful because you never know what we're going to run into. I think the herbal leaves. There's something 615 that way. Just keep going for the plant fibers. We'll take another tree down over here. I think we're okay at the moment. We don't really need rocks, which is the other way to get the materials. We've got some magnesium. I'd certainly take that. Right, we found magnesium. We've got another explorer's token. What's this? Another magnesium. Wow, we got magnesium on the planet. Okay. Use up one of our little thingy bobs. There's another. Because of course the nice thing is that these plants here will regenerate. What's this? Oh, petty moss scrapings. Right, let's just head back to the convoy. A couple of pick those up for the XP. They're probably gonna spoil before we. Oops. It's okay. We're just gonna make another 10 of those and put 10 of those just to use up the rest of the what we call it. Just get another one of those. I do like my health bar to be reasonably full in the early part of the game. It just makes life a little bit more safer. So we've got here. Now we could take this over as a base. I think the core is in one of these. Maybe it's in this. There it is, just there. But we'd have to break through this. Oops. Right, just get a free warm up here. While we take stock, we got some logs. We got 6 of those. We've used up all of that. Just going to hang on to the plant fiber just for the moment. Right, let's just get... all the ammunition should be ready now. Get everything in my normal order. So this will... Oops. Ah, that was a mistake. Just shove that in there. Shove that in there. Right. So what we need to think about now is how we're going to get about the planet. Actually, I just want to go and check the... up around the obelisk. But when I did the intros, I never really took a very good look at it, so I think we're song whispering coming from the air. It's okay, so we do need to get close to it. So that again, it's all XP, XP, XP. Oh, okay. The light is starting to get a bit dark. You need the following access this key, the key matrix. Absolutely no idea what that is. Just gonna have a quick... one thing we do need to do is no point walking around with unloaded weapons. Well, that one, the assault rifle came preloaded because we found it. That's the difference. If you make a weapon, it starts off grab some more. We're going to need some lots of gather some logs. So we'll just chop the local trees down. This area is actually a little bit warmer by the look of it. So what we got here, just take that. Oh, well, the plant protein is changed because we're now in this kind of wooded area here. We'll take that. And we'll grab some more of these buds as well. 1, 2, 3. See how effective the magic machine is. So I think this is okay when you're running around. Ah, I've wasted ammunition. Right, the donuts at myself as well. Yeah, the heating thing is good when you're out during the day, but I think at night the temperature drops quite low, so we're gonna have to head back to base because I don't think the heating is much good once the night temperature comes, because the night temperature will probably drop. Looks like there's... what's that? Right, so get back to the convoy. Which what I'm going to do is we're going to be wandering around here. It's quite important to know where your base actually is. So it pays to drop a full-size tag on it. This actually looks quite cool, actually. Right, so certainly going to drop that in. You've got a couple more buds. The herbal leaves, can't do much about them. I don't think we need the carbon substrate anymore, so put everything up the top there. Quick look at the I think one bandage, one there. more. Right, let's just get into the... We can stay warm. I don't know how long this will stay warm, but... Right, so I think we've got through the basic survival now. The sun is setting. It's going to get very cold during the night, so we're going to have to be a bit careful from that point of view. In fact, you can see, kind of tells you the temperature outside. So you can see the temperature is already dropping quite quickly. Now, what we're going to need to do is get mobile so we can get out and explore, find some more resources. This looks like it's kind of what that is. What I'm thinking is to jump straight to an SV. What I'm going to use is my Silver Shade. These are a variation of a ship that Spange built, which I can't remember offhand what it was actually called now. He built them. They're not for Reforged Eden, they're just for the standard game. And I've got this one here. We're going to have to get to level 7 to build it. And I think Light is a very stripped down version. We got this one here, then we got the Mark II, but I think the one I would like to go to, if possible, is the actual Silver Shade. The only downside is we're going to need titanium rods, and I'm not absolutely no idea where we can get them from. If not, we'll have to go for the Light, which is just a bog standard ship. I mean, there's nothing special about it. What it does have is a fridge and also its own oxygen supply. More importantly, we can stay warm. I think the Silver Shade has actually got a constructor in it. So that is going to be our next objective, is to get that. You see, we need 190 copper, 157 substrate, 145 silicon, iron, and cobalt. Just go out and just see what we got now. Probably nothing, nowhere near that. So we may have to go a little bit more mobile. Yeah, so we can't bake the cobalt. I actually need cobalt. Okay, the Silver Shade, the Light doesn't. So yeah, the Silver Shade is probably out. So it's got to be the Light. So we need to turn what we got here. Again, we can just go there. We've probably got enough. Oops, didn't mean to do that. We got 110 copper. We need some substrates as well. Got quite a few logs, haven't we? So I think we can... Oh no, we need crushed stone for logs. Okay. So we might have an issue with this, with the substrate. Let's just get back to here. I think we got enough there, so it's the copper that's going to be the problem. Although we could, at a pinch... Sorry about this. At a pinch, we could put up these into the workshop, the motors and electronics. That would give us the copper. Question is, do I really want... I think what I might do is we'll just take one motor, 2 electronics. We'll just go to the workshop. We're going to go for the lights, and if we drop that in, that's going to be as good as useless. So we need to find copper. It's minus 25 now, so if I put this... we can't deploy it here. Okay. If I deploy this over here, just to show you guys... Oh, it did work. It looks a bit like we may have to resort to the jolly old motorbike. Oh, wow. Motorbike only needs carbon substrate. Oh, wow. We're going to make a motorbike. The reason I was putting the motorbike off, because that used to need iron and copper to make the construction kit. But to be honest, if that is the option, I think we're going to do that. So let me just... actually, sometimes it's easier just to do that and then go shift and just shove it in back in again. So we've got that there. We got the substrate. What I'll do is I'll just build this, and then we go here, build the motorbike. We've got a couple of buds, so we might as well put that there. Got another hot drink. So we've got 16 hot drinks. And we'll just make another one to pump it out. We've got this. And there's the motorbike. So we've got the motorbike, we've got a tent. Got some plant fiber, which I think I'm going to take this with me, just in case we need to make bandages or anything like that. Got that. Go and stand inside the thing here. Yeah. So let me just get into here, and then I'll do the outro. Right, so we're in here. Got a nice place to to survive during the night. Yeah, so this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we're just going to have to get out and about to try and get the resources to be able to get the silver shade light. We're also going to need to pump in quite a lot of logs so that we can build the natural fuel to produce it. Now the silver shade light does have Gatling guns on it, but we'll see how that goes. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.